Greetings, I'm Jeff Richard. Today I would like to get you up to date on MOA. Now that would be the Military Officers Association of America. Now there are many organizations in America that support veterans in some way or another, like the Veterans of Foreign Wars or the American Legion. MOA is one of these. It started life in 1929 as the Retired Officers Association, or TROA, with the purpose of providing advice and assistance to fellow military officers throughout the United States. Now, it now allows membership to active duty people, retired and former commissioned officers and warrant officers from all the armed services, also the Public Health Service and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It is the largest military officers organization in the country, with a membership of 380,000. Now, one of the things the group does is encourage government policies that support members and their families. One way it does that is to publish a monthly magazine called, you guessed it, Military Officer. Now, I just got the November 2015 issue. The cover reads, quote, State Report Card 2015, unquote. Now, MOA does an annual report card that tracks state-level policies across the nation benefiting current, retired, and former service members and their families. Because this organization is so influential, I took a good look at the categories of comparison in hopes that Rhode Island would impress the MOA membership. They put colored dots in place for each state so we can see at a glance how each state compares. You could be green, that's good, yellow for some good, and then red for bad news. Now, Rhode Island got 8 red dots total. Now, the two charted groupings were veteran and retiree benefits, and the second one was military family benefits. Now, in the vet retiree criteria were exempt from state taxation, subcategories being military retired pay and survivor benefits. Well, Rhode Island got a red dot on that one. Actually, it looks even worse when they showed us a map of the country with only 5 states showing up red with no exemptions. Talk about standing out. Now, all the rest of them had either full exemptions or partial. The next category was estate taxes. You guessed it again, red. 15 states have this tax, and in some cases, like Rhode Island, the state has lower exemption amounts than the federal $5.4 million exemption. This is not good. Then there was the veterans preference in private hiring. Now, Rhode Island, like half of the states, lacks a statute on this problem. So another red dot. We did get green dots for veterans treatment courts and inheritance tax. Now, moving on to the family benefits chart. First up was educational assistance for survivors, red dot. Spouse of veteran with VA disability rating, red dot. Military student identifier, red dot. Now, there are about 1 million children in military families in public school systems. Some states provide a unique identifier to military kids that facilitates better monitoring of student progress as they move about the world. I recall quite clearly that my oldest daughter attended 3 different high schools before she went off to college. One year, we actually moved 3 times. Such is life in the military. Now, the last category was Medicaid waiver. If a service child needs special assistance, the active duty TRICARE extended health care option works, but when you leave the military, you lose the coverage, and the state Medicaid programs frequently put the child at the bottom of the service list. So another red dot for Rhode Island. So as the membership of MOA looks at the charts of colored dots, we stick out like a sore thumb. There are actually 15 states with no red dots in the veteran slant retiree category, and only 1 state with an unblemished family benefits record. And that state would be Texas, which also scored the perfect green dot retiree record. So where do you think the very educated community of MOA membership are likely to go when retiring from the military? It sure doesn't look like Rhode Island has much of a chance. Places like Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Idaho, Indiana, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, Oklahoma, or Virginia all seem better choices than Little Rhodey. Now, there are states spread out all over the country where veterans' benefits are better than in Rhode Island. Last year, bills were submitted to the Rhode Island legislature that would have exempted military retired pay from state income tax. They never got out of committee. You know the phrase, held for further review. Now, we should pay a little bit more attention to this, as there appears to be a disincentive for the very productive community of military retirees to stay in Rhode Island as full-time residents. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Find us on Cox Channel 15 or Verizon Channel 34, Saturday at 4 p.m. or Sunday at 10 a.m. Find us on the web at www.gatsbyproject.com/Common Sense Rhode Island. Like us on Facebook at Common Sense RI, and follow us on Twitter at @Common Sense RI.